Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the Startup Business Festival. I am your host and the curator for the Startup Business Festival. My name is Karabo Muhola. I'd like to welcome all of you to this beautiful Thursday where we're focusing today on pitching and showcases. But before we go on, I'd like to welcome all of you that are tuning in on different platforms. Please make sure you guys are following us on our social media platform. You can catch us on Facebook at Startup Business Festival, also on Instagram at Startup Business Festival, also on X at Startup Biz Fest. And you can also catch us on YouTube at Startup Business Festival. Please don't forget to hashtag SBF 2023 and also hashtag CEHack 2023, which is our circular economy hackathon happening from the 1st till the 3rd of December, literally from this Friday till Sunday. Now, the Circular Economy Hackathon is an immersive and collaborative event aimed at harnessing the collective creativity of participants to address pressing challenges in sustainable resource management. Now, teams will converge to ideate and also develop innovative solutions that promote circularity, waste reduction, and responsible use for resource within diverse industries. Now, from reimagining product lifecycle to devising systems for repurposing and recycling materials, the hackathon encourages interdisciplinary collaboration, inviting entrepreneurs, designers, engineers, and sustainability enthusiasts to co-create transformative initiatives that align with the principles of circular economy. Now, through this dynamic event, participants will not only showcase their problem-solving skills, but also contribute to a more sustainable and resilient future. Now, the registration is still open. Please do make sure you guys are clicking the link on the description below. But also, you guys can type in on the webinar www//CEHack 2023.gklink.co/. That is //CEHack 2023.gklink.co/. Now, this is week 4 where we're looking into entrepreneurship for creative expression. Now, of course, Startup Business Festival is a transformative 30 days event taking place throughout the month of November. Now, our festival is not just an assembly of entrepreneurs, but it is a celebration, a convergence of innovation and inspiration. Now, at its core, the Startup Business Festival endeavors to redefine entrepreneurship, making it not only a viable venture, but also a trend-setting and an accessible pursuit. Of course, we strive to make entrepreneurship fashionable and attainable. We also believe in the power of entrepreneurship to effect positive change in all facets of society. Thus, our focus extends across the environmental, the economic, social, and as well as the cultural and creative sectors. Now, by embracing a holistic approach, we strive to create a dynamic platform that nurtures diverse ideas and also catalyzes comprehensive growth. And of course, throughout the month of November, we bring together key players within the entrepreneurial ecosystem alongside thought and practice leaders who have carved a path of innovation and as well as success. Now, anchored by a multifaceted lineup, the Startup Business Festival features an array of events. Now, these events are designed to enrich and also to empower participants. Now, we have keynotes, we have masterclasses, we have showcases, we have panel discussions, we have pitches, we have exhibitions, we have live performances, we have bioscopes, and of course, we have networking opportunity. Now, the theme for this year's event is building a resilient startup ecosystem. Now, in these challenging times, this theme stands as a beacon of hope and determination, highlighting the critical importance of resilience and entrepreneurship as a driving force behind sustained growth and as well as prosperity. Now, for us to achieve such ambitious goals, we are wholeheartedly dedicated to equipping entrepreneurs with essential skills and tools required for them to establish their startups that can weather any storm and, of course, emerge much stronger. Now, our event does more than just convene. It strives to foster a robust community. This community comprising of entrepreneurs, community leaders, thought and practice leaders who are united by a shared dedication to nurturing an environment conducive to the entrepreneurial excellence. And of course, together we can strive to craft a brighter future, one where entrepreneurs not only survive but thrive in the ever-evolving landscape. And of course, now in a world where uncertainty becomes certainty, resilience now becomes our most valuable assets. We believe in focusing on resilience by investing in skills and mindsets needed for entrepreneurs to face adversity and, of course, to chart towards a much brighter and more prosperous future. So throughout the festival, let's embark on this journey together. Let us remember the power of resilience, the strength of our collective commitment, and the potential that lies within each and every single one of us. And of course, together we can weather any storm and launch towards new horizons and shape the future of entrepreneurship in Africa. As I've stated, I am your host, Karabo Mohole, the curator for the Startup Business Festival. And this, of course, is Entrepreneurship for Creative Expression. Now, creative expression plays a pivotal role in entrepreneurship by fostering innovation and problem solving, and also a unique brand identity. Now, entrepreneurs who embrace creativity can uncover novel solutions to challenges and also envision innovative solutions or products and services to differentiate their ventures into a competitive market. Now, whether through visual design, storytelling, or unconventional problem solving, creativity allows entrepreneurs to communicate their brand's essence effectively and resonate with their target audience. Now, creative expression serves as a catalyst for out-of-the-box thinking and also enabling entrepreneurs to adapt to changing landscapes, envisioning new possibilities, and infuse passion into their ventures. Now, the power of creative expression, therefore, not only fuels the entrepreneurial spirit, but also establishes a distinctive and memorable presence in the world of business. All right, so without any further ado, this is a beautiful Thursday where we have an amazing entrepreneurs who are going to be showcasing the power of their businesses. I'm joined by Nkosinati Zwane, who is with Sindo Innovation Hub, and I'm also joined by Kunda Ndonga, who's with Flatline Music. We're also going to be joined by Jabulani Mabuza, who's with Honors Watches. Now, without any further ado, allow me to welcome Mr. Kunda Ndonga. How are you, sir?
How are you, sir? Thank you for having me. What a pleasure and an honor to be a part of this platform. Great to see the amazing things you guys are doing in the independent business space, and just really happy to be a part of it and share my piece and my experience along the way. So yeah, thank you so much, Karabo, and thank you to the thank you to the Startup Business Campus for setting up an amazing platform that allows us to have a voice. And this is also part of what my presentation and my story is today. I mean, so as Karabo mentioned, my name is Kunda Watson-Tonga. I was born in Zambia.
Hey, Kunda, hold on, brother, man. Yeah. You haven't started yet. Sheesh,
okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Running at 1,000 Ks an hour.
You know what I mean, bro? Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I know for sure, you're always eager to speak about your business. Obviously, the power that we have is our business, and it's our own baby. And obviously, you get a time to showcase your business. But before we get there, brother, man, what first goes into your mind, right, when you hear about a 30 days business festival? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, for me, I don't know. I don't take information in like the same as most people will, which I've realized maybe over the last couple of years, trying to understand myself and my qualities and my natural aspirations, and how I fit in the mix in terms of business as well. So I think I've started to look at things a lot more dynamically. So when I hear a 30-day business festival, I think, these are solutions that we need. I mean, I've been an independent business person for 10 years already. I'm not trying to give away my age, but I am relatively young still. So
you look young.
And for me, the encouragement is also to see even younger people being well established and self-capacitated at an even younger age, because I feel that brings the freedom in life to kind of like run your life the way you want to, and also be able to invest your time in things that really matter to you, and also from an enjoyment and a building perspective, So when I hear something like this, I'm like, geez, man, these should be running all the time. I mean, the more independents can connect and talk and collaborate and learn from each other and service each other, the easier sustainable ecosystems are built.
I like that, man. That's a very powerful, point of view, just to really see the platform for what it is. And obviously, having such, powerful platforms like this should be something that is, done throughout, right? But obviously, you know, the magnitude of having such a platform and, you know, looking at the key plays that we bring, you know, it's not really easy. You know, it's not even easy to reach out to guys like you. But first and foremost, man, thank you so much for taking the time to be on this platform and to share, to speak about your business. Without any further ado, brother man, you have all the platform. The time is yours, and take us to your business. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Karabo. And I mean, I know it's not easy. I mean, I think anyone that understands building anything by yourself, you realize it's not easy. And I think that this is where I love to share what my experience is, especially being a platform that wants to see other young Africans all over the continent connect and grow and have the freedom to support your family and live your dream in terms of your idea, seeing your idea come to life. So I own two businesses. One's called Flatline Music, which is the oldest business. It's been registered since 2010, but we've been officially publishing. It's a music publishing business. So it's a digital distribution music business that deals with music rights. So it's a certified publisher with SAMRO. So we registered with all the music boards, which is great. But not only registration, recognized and membership, which is a fundamental thing to understand, especially as a musician. I started out as a musician myself, going to music school at the Academy of Sound Engineering, and music law and contracts. I just read some of the stories in there, and I was like, no, man, people get taken advantage of, and this is money that should look after their families and stuff like that. I mean, the guy that did the track for Lion King died in a tomato box, and that was like the craziest thing for me to take in. I was like, somebody that's so talented that touched the world and gives us goosebumps in cinemas across the whole globe dies in a tomato box. That can't be right, you know. And luckily, a lawyer noticed the clause of how the copyright goes back into public domain after 50 years, and that's how they managed to eventually, generations down the line, his family live a life like they can't imagine. You know, they're some of the richest people on the continent. So, but the thing is, he should have never died like that. And this is what made Flatline Music really come to life, because I was like, surely I could build a business that helps me build my own career, protects me, and can do the same thing for so many other people. So that was always the concept of the platform, is building something that helps me have a career, but at the same time can give so many Africans across the continent the opportunity of independence and sustainability. So after running that for a while and really doing well, Capasso called us in, and they were like, you need to start an online radio station. And this was a bit of a dilemma for me, because I was like, geez, I don't even have time right now. I'm busy producing music, writing my own music, composing, shooting music videos, directing, all of this stuff. And I'm doing it now for a bunch of artists as well, that I built a close, small network of artists around me because now when I eventually had a video on high rotation, artists started reaching out to me thinking that I was signed to a label, not knowing that I was signed to my own label. So this was really cool, because I got to sift out of the artists and whoever I believed in, I could pick and start shaping and developing and helping in studio. So after doing this for about 5 other artists, all the videos went out on rotation, which was phenomenal, because I started to feel like everything I touch turns to gold. But also it's also learning the illusion of fighting against the machine. What I had done as an independent publisher or record label was phenomenal, but when you don't understand the back end infrastructure around your business, you're not making money like you think you do, or even make what you look like. Because I mean, people were seeing me on TV, like TV video on high rotation. They're thinking like, oh, geez, this looks like Casper or whatever. But the reality is when you don't have the right plugins around you, it doesn't monetize the same way. You know, I don't have people running PR for me. I was doing all of this stuff by myself and doing it for a bunch of artists that never had careers that were now known around the continent, and getting global exposure. So this is also why it's so important, I think, as an independent business person, to continue to connect and collaborate and value connections that can add the plugins that you eventually make the whole thing connect all the way, to connect all the dots. Because I mean, yeah, commercial success is great, but when that doesn't translate to financial success, it's not sustainable. And I mean, I poured so much money into Flatline Music, into other artists, and there was no real plan of how it gets recuperated. You know, I mean, obviously it's nice to own the music rights and stuff like that. And I've been blessed that I could also diverse my portfolio in so many ways, from making money in the TV space, which was very lucrative for me. It's still a lucrative thing, even if I'm not as active as I was when I started about 8 years ago. It's money every year, and then obviously royalties and from plugins from music are growing, and it's growing up, and it's great, because obviously eventually you want to have a snowball effect where you're earning so much passive income that you don't have to, you can actually really spend your time the way that you want to. But after getting to a point with Flatline Music where it was now fully recognized as a publisher with Samro, Capacitor, like I was saying, Capacitor called me in. They're like, you need to start a radio station. And this is how we started Flatline Radio, the media and voice branch of the business. And this is why I respect platforms like this today, because even in my own setup, I had to plug a podcast in to start giving us a voice, to start giving us our own voice, and also start building on our own identity. Instead of waiting for interviews with major radio stations, which I did, it was so cool, because now only 5% of my catalog on Flatline Music was out commercially. So that was all that was making money out of over 200 gigs of content, which is crazy. So Flatline Radio was a support business that was built that made sense to even how we were building our independent catalog, because it was always a platform to build independence. So how do you commercialize that, or what makes that commercially viable? So a business like Flatline Radio next to us was the platform that we created, that allows us to curate, talk, and it also allowed the artists that were in the independent journey to start telling their stories, which are unique, originally African stories, which is something that I also realized was a massive solution for the African industry, because we don't have places that allow us to package ourselves the way we are and really tell our story. If you want to plug into the world frame, you have to be MTV, you have to be this, you have to be that. Whereas Flatline Radio is like saying, like, no, where do you come from? I come from this village. That's so dope. We want to know, like, what was your language? Do you make music in your own ethnic? What inspires you? And we even more inspired by the true African stories, because we're also trying to educate each other about where we really come from and going back to the roots, you know? So that's the phenomenal thing about Flatline Radio. I mean, we got to a point after our first year where we interviewed will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas. He was an hour on video with us for Flatline Radio. And this is also what made me realize the power of a platform like that. I couldn't imagine when we started, I'd be able to just talk to will.i.am, know him on a personal level, to a point we could even send a young guy to rehab and change his life. I mean, we sent him to the best rehab in the country. First time on a plane, I flew with his mom down to go visit him. It was an emotional experience, but this is the power of what you can do by yourself using technology nowadays. You can literally plug into the top of the world, you know. And where I'm at now is trying to consolidate and not lose I mean, we've got an amazing story that's happened just by creating these platforms and the interactions we've had. And even from an independent contractual point of view, what I do in a production space, like right now I'm on set for Hey Neighbor, which is the biggest music festival in the country this year. I'm part of the production crew where I'm heading up activations. So it's also a great space to play in, because you get to talk directly to all the people that are spending money in the space, making it happen and making the experience come to life, which is great tool to take back into my own business, curating our own events, wanting to know the relationships with the brands that spending money and giving cool ideas for activation. So it's always nice to just always be shaping in on or honing in on one area of expertise, because yeah, I mean, entertainment is broad and I love all things creative. So it's nice that I get to dive into projects, different projects at a very high level of production or outcome on an outcomes basis. So my latest project that I'm doing now, apart from Hey Neighbor, we just actually had a gallery auction this week. I wasn't even able to be there because I'm here on set till the 14th of December. But I mean, this is also where you learn how teamwork and networking becomes so important, because it allows you to achieve so much more in the individual capacity. So I plugged in for 2 weeks, getting artists ready, doing promotion for the gallery launch that we had on the 28th. It was an auction. It was really successful, beautiful event. But again, I'm part of the spine of what the project is, but I wasn't even there. So this is also, I think, the power of where business is going to. Understanding, like today, I'm sitting on a farm in Pretoria, and I'm able to be a part of the Startup Businesses Festival, which is phenomenal for me. I get to engage, promote my business, talk about what I am, add value to a network that I've been a part of since last year, through technology once again. So this is just I feel what the future of business is identifying your pillar partners, and really understanding the value of the trade of IP, and not only straight off monetary, but IP. When we can have a good IP exchange, we know that a monetary value can be added into that, and it could be constant at that rate, as long as we're servicing each other in an efficient way. I'm still very optimistic about the fact that I would like to see the Startup Business Podcast on Flatline Radio continually and sustainably, and would love to make a lot of money together through just the thought of the venture. So yeah, so in a nutshell, guys, I'm a music publisher. I've got an online radio station, and then independently, I'm a creative director and executive director from a music perspective. I love sitting in the background and just helping Stitch make music together. From being in the forefront of music production, I realized my gift is more having the ear in the background now. So we did a track for a movie that's about to get released in Hollywood, which is the biggest music project I've done this year. We also did a track for SOAD, the theme track for SOAD, which is the State of the African Diaspora. We actually got an award for that this week, which is really amazing, from one of the queens in there. So yeah, I mean, I know things have been really tough over COVID. It's made all of us diversify our portfolios and change the way we do business. But I'm excited for the times to come as technology and AI also become a part of what business is across the board. I've also partnered with a tech company, so we're really excited. I mean, we're opening up an NFT store in the art space, so really excited about what technology's doing to the whole industry, or to all industries across the board. And I feel it gives more of an opportunity even for creatives to connect with businesses that they've never thought they could collaborate with before. So guys, yeah, I'll blab on all day if you let me. So I'm gonna stop right there. I hope some of what I've said makes sense, and I'm obviously here to connect with on every level, even if it's just consulting and seeing what's possible. So I've put my website in the chat. It's www.flatlinemusic.co.za, and I've put the Instagram pages of both of the businesses. It's at music_flatline for Flatline Music. It's at Flatline Radio _ for Flatline Radio. If you want to connect with me directly, it's at Dillaman Watts. That's 1L, Dillaman Watts, on Instagram. Then if you want to send me a mail, it's info@flatlinemusic.co.za, and I'll be happy to answer whatever I can if I can. But also, if you'd like to talk about what the possibilities are, how do we collaborate, how do we partner, how do I service your business on whatever level. I mean, we customize podcasts for anything. So if that makes sense for, and then obviously we can also engineer, we can even create a show for you based on content that you're looking for, knowing that we cover the music rights issues and stuff like that. And even if it's not music orientated, we'll produce it. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell without stretching too far. Thank you so much for the opportunity, guys. I really appreciate being here.
Hey, Kunda, that was amazing, man. Obviously, now before I get into the little question that I have, I know there's a video that we just want to showcase real quick. If it's one or two videos, Samson, that you would love to play for us, just so we can just get an essence or a sense of the work that Kunda does.
Yeah. So I shared a TVC advert. That's my latest TVC, and as well as so 2 campaigns from TV, just to show you what I also do independently in the background that I also monetize. We're working with brands. I mean, at this point, I've probably shot campaigns for like 40 brands over the last couple of years. Biggest brand from Coca-Cola, Nedbank. I mean, Debonair's is the latest, but Wimpy, McDonald's, One Life Direct. It's been a lot. It's been really good, especially when I started. Then I also shared a poem that I did for SOAD. So I also would do work as an ambassador for the diaspora, which is powerful to what we hear, because there's 350 million displaced Africans around the world. I mean, just as an independent business platform, if we thought, like, just think about, if you were talking to 10% of Africans that are all over the world, you got 35 million people that you've got as your crowd. Now, that's powerful in terms of owning a platform that can speak media. So that's just something to think about. For me, it's something that's rolling around my head as I also build my relationship with SOAD, because I know the power of what you can do if you're redirecting that finance to the African continent. So yeah, the one thing is a poem that I actually wrote for them. There's a track that I've also done for them. I'll actually share the link to the theme song that I did for SOAD on the group, and then then also I also sent something from Flatline Radio, where we're at our old studio. We are currently setting up in Randburg currently. So yeah, so I mean, there's going to be a lot of changes next year that we're excited for. So I'm also pasting a link to Flatline Radio in the chat. Yeah, all right, cool.
So while he does that, Samson, let's have the videos play real quick before we get to the next speaker.
Yeah, thanks guys.
I'll just Flatline Radio. My name is Miss Lee,
and I'm your boy Dillaman. What?
Come on, somebody,
and
guys!
It's the 10th installment of the top 10.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like,
10 on 10,
what you
10
mean? We've been
10
doing
over
this
10,
the 10th
10
time.
over 10, 10
Yo,
over 10.
dude,
Hey,
like, it's
10
crazy.
over 10.
So this weekend we went out to Taryn's event, the dance workshop in Alvarado Park, with the children,
with the kids.
Yeah,
it was amazing. So cool to get out there and see what Taryn's doing as well. Like we're saying, guys, don't just hear about cool things, just get involved.
Yeah.
Like literally get involved. Don't just hear about cool things.
Yeah, man. We will be present, yeah. Flatline will be there as well.
Tiffany the brand and Hazard
Tiffany the brand, Hazard is going to be live.
Everybody's also on stage.
Manleezy's on stage.
We've got nothing but love to show for. Tiffany's got the plug going on. It's such a thuggy track. I mean, you want to twist up some bandanas and do a crip walk. You know what I'm saying?
Just because of that
Just because of the song. And now you got something sweet and heavenly, like,
and you just wanna,
wow, like, you are.
And for us, it's not a love song about some nigga. We're tired.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or someone complaining.
That's versatility.
Let me tell you about power. At the top, I don't see no cowards. Putting in the work, putting in the hours. Don't care about expensive trousers.
The way people are dancing here in studio.
Doing the thing, eh?
I wasn't expecting. Hey, there's a dance. Hey, guys, I can't wait to show you. And it's a sitting down dance, guys. You don't even have to stand up.
So thanks, Lee, and we'll catch you guys. Mad love, guys. We'll catch you guys next week.
Sharp.
Peace.
Mom.
Are you coming home, Sanam?
Tickets are so expensive, Mom.
I miss you.
Mama, Girl, I better see you, Guacoco. You're gonna see even more of me.
Poison, wait till I pull out, fam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Calling all family to share something amazing this festive. On the triple for only $269.80. Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing.
Be calling all my Africans around the world. Yeah.
Greetings and peace. My name's Kunda Watts Mtonga, more widely known as Dillaman Watts. What an honor to be here with all our esteemed guests, and what an honor to share a platform with such amazing poets from all over the world. I'm from Zambia, currently staying in South Africa, but represent every African country in the true essence of being African. So what an honor to be on this platform from SOA, the State of the African Diaspora. I just want to say thank you to Ms. Sharon Chambers for calling me and asking me to share today. It's ironic because she didn't even know that I was a poet, and I just did my first piece for our art gallery launch that we had last week Wednesday at Jeleni and Pendi Art Studios, which I'll share the link with so you can see the amazing fine artists that we represent from all over the continent. This piece is called Heart, H-A-R-T. It's purposely spelled that way to have the creative influence. So without further ado, this is Heart. I used to dream of a life in art until I realized you are where your heart is. I aspire to achieve freedom that comes from creating, the godly power to bring your thoughts to life, to be part of a generation that brings a better tomorrow. Let my heart stay in art, where pain and sorrow can find a page, where anger and rage can make you famous. But the pure expression brings the healings. The power of art puts power in my heart. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's it for my Dillaman Watts, who we know him as Dunga, now giving us obviously a showcasing of his business, just really showing us how versatile he is. And obviously, one thing I like about creatives is, no matter what we go against, we always try and use our creativity to really try and, go against the grain. And obviously, looking at the work that he does, it's really impeccable. Brother man, Kunda, thank you so much, man, for really being part of the session and really speaking about, entrepreneurship and also your journey as an entrepreneur. See you back, Kunda.
Thank you. No, thank you guys. Yeah, I appreciate everything. Such an honor to be on this platform. You guys are doing amazing things, and just hoping and praying. We've got so much more amazing things lined up in front of us.
Definitely,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
Just keep pushing, and it's a pleasure, man. Keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, and man, the world is your oyster, brother, man.
Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.
All right, cool. So we'll be back after the short break, and we'll have Nkosinati Zwane, who is with the Msindo Innovation Hub, right after the break. Peace. Hey, what's poppin', Gusana? How are you, brother man?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to know you, brother.
Hey, man, I'm good, man. First and foremost, man, apologies for the long delay. But thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful platform, brother man. Before we get started with your showcasing, man, what first goes into your mind when you hear about a 30 days business festival?
Personally, I think a 30-day festival to me signifies resilience. It signifies strength. It's not easy putting something like that together of that magnitude. It signifies countless meetings, countless back and I think it
Oh,
signifies unity. It signifies people who are focused and people who are really about this development thing in the entrepreneurship space.
I like that, man. That's very profound. Obviously, it's a lot of work to have such beautiful platforms where we can all just share, and look at the power of knowledge exchange. Without any further ado, brother man, I'm going to give you the platform and you just take us through your business, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool, man. Enjoy and have fun.
All right. Thank you so much. I can start? Yeah. So my name is Kosnati Zwane, otherwise known as Township Hustler from Springs Kwatema in the East Rand. I'm a creative entrepreneur. I'm a philanthropist. I'm someone who cares about uplifting and just creating impact in the whole value chain of township entrepreneurs. I'm passionate about a black person. My company is Umsindo Innovation Hub. It is a talent creative agency where we harness talent and also work with creatives close hand in hand. Also, I'm a co-founder of Ekasi Fashion Week is a fashion extravaganza where we give platform to designers, models, and also petitions. We create concepts, we create workshops, we create shows so that they can better grow themselves in their platform. So over the past 6 years, I've been doing that. I've built over 16 brands in the township, supported over 100 brands right now. So I'm someone who advocates for black brands. I'm someone who not only advocates but spends his money in these black brands, creating that impact and that value chain. So I've spent my time going from Kwatema, Tsakane, Tembisa, Katlehong. So just creating that impact, man. So recently I've launched something we called storytelling. So I've seen that as Africans we are storytellers. So I've embarked on a journey where I tell stories of businesses, stories of black people. In a sense, I've taken an industry which was not looked at, which is poetry. I've collaborated with someone called Usipho Mnguni, he's a poet from Tsakane. So we've been creating this story, man. We're fortunate we've got partners like Palo who've invested in such a project. So the title of the story is Building Resilient Communities Using Storytelling. So we chose Guatemala as a pilot, where I got to show the other side of Guatemala, the informal sector. People who sell like bananas, people who sell apples, people who sell the basic thing. Because what I realized is as we grow, we don't look at them as business people because we've now graduated at universities. So I wanted to tell their story of how they can be able to sell these these bananas, these apples, and able to take kids to varsities, able to take kids to learn. They've produced more than 10 graduates in a single household. So I wanted to tell that story and just just tell that story in a sense ukuthi they too are people who are valuable in the ecosystem. There are people who are business people. There are people who are resilient because each and every day they show up there, they sell every day. We know them from ranks, we know them from streets. So I just wanted to tell that using storytelling. So we shot that an 8-part series, shot one 30 seconds to 1 minute, just conceptualizing that and telling that, but using storytelling as an underscore. So Sipo okay, I gave Sipo some themes and he wrote that. We shot that, and yeah, it's been a beautiful journey to see that. It's been a beautiful journey to follow that, man. And I think it's only catching fire now because I've been getting interest to pilot that in other places. So we're using that as a storytelling magnet. And yeah, man, also fusing storytelling with fashion. Because with the fashion thing, what I saw is we are saying we want to promote local production, man, because what we ended up seeing is the manufacturing and textile industry was dying in South Africa. So we've been advocating for that, talking to our Proudly SA to say what can be done, in the hood, how can we build mini factories in the hood, you understand, to help designers to capacitate them to take things to the next level, because we believe fashion, we believe creatives, we believe art is the future. So we're trying to insert our space there as a platform. It's been an amazing journey full of losses, wins, but what we really solving, man, it's the underrepresentation. We are like an alternative because there's this bigger platform like Abo SA Fashion Week who have specific requirements. So us, we work with alternative where people are not given a chance, or plus sizes, people who who don't necessarily fit their agenda. So we take them, train them as long as they have potential, and give them a platform to grow and to grow themselves in the different spectrum. Yeah, as Nkosinathi I'm that guy. Township hustler, I love the hood, I love storytelling, I love grassroots, I love advancing our people's agenda. So yeah, I won't say much, but I think that's who I am. That's what I'm about. That's my life mission. Just to create impact, just to create that sense of hope in the hood, because we're seeing the hood has always been painted as a place of chaos. So I'm trying to change the narrative to say the hood, there's dreamers, the hood, there's potential. I'm trying to show that the hood is an asset on its own. Just paint a different narrative that's not been shown in mainstream media. Thank you so much.
Hey, brother man, Nkosinathi, thank you so much, man. How was that? How did that go for you, brother?
Yo, it felt great, man. It felt like therapy, just talking about fashion. It just feels good.
Yeah. Obviously, you speak about what you care about, and
Yeah.
a lot of, obviously, I see you also as a social entrepreneur, right? And you do what you do because you're passionate, you are driven, and to see others succeed, especially like you're speaking about the hood being overlooked, you are now painting a different narrative. And man, it's a blessing, bro. You're a breath of fresh air. But I'm not sure, Samson, I know for sure we got some videos that we can curate, where we can see the work of brother, the hustler, the township hustler, who goes by Nkosinathi Zwane.
It's only a dream, a vision in the mind of one, to make KwaThema a tourist attraction, to let the light of his history shine in the minds of its inhabitants. It's only a dream, to tell the story of KwaThema and let it bloom in the minds of its infants who will look on KwaThema's history, empowering them to carve their destinies out of stompies and broken bottles of the township. It's only a dream. His dream, her dream, our dream, to tell the history and origins of KwaThema, to inspire hope, a chance to dream beyond the now, but see the future, and let all growing flowers bloom colorfully with the story of KwaThema, the loudest voice in their throats.
Oh man, that's so powerful, brother, man. Any other thing that you guys want to showcase before we move on? I
think
heard that there's some pictures.
I sent some pictures in a second video. I don't know if I can send it, but yeah, I sent some
Yeah,
pictures.
Sammy, if we have another video, you can play it. Okay, cool. So, obviously, you're from KwaThema, eh?
Yes.
And, how has it been, obviously, growing up at KwaThema and seeing the life there, right? And obviously, you being a young man growing up in this beautiful place on its own, and seeing that you need to make something out of yourself. How difficult is it, honestly, if we see a lot of people who come up who come out from Ekasi? How difficult is it for us to come out of the hood and make something out of ourselves?
So basically, what I've battled with, man, is just equipping the mind to not only think Ekasi or think where you based, but just sharpen it to think globally, to think Africa, to think South Africa.
Powerful.
So the first battle deal with is the mind. It's constant mind where you don't see motivation around you. We have older people who are not motivation. The only motivation I grew up seeing was people stealing cars, crime, people in the corners. So that thing on its own can play with your mind where you don't even have a reference in terms of who you can look up to. We'll end up seeing wrong things. That's where all these drug substances are more prevalent in the hood, you understand? So just that battle of the mind first is the major problem you see first. And also, man, resources, not having adequate resources, not having facilities, man, because there's a lot of artistic people, especially from the East Rand, you understand? We all have to leave our hood, go to Joburg, go to other places to get these opportunities. Then when we establish, come back. So there's not enough facilities to just house these different art disciplines and different things. So the second thing would be that facilities, and I think because it's more political this side, it ends up being a hindrance in that sense. There's not that willingness to understand what a creative is, what arts means. You understand? Art is taken as the last thing when people need therapy. We saw that in COVID where artists were taken. They are the last thing to be remembered at in terms of money, finance, support. But when we need therapy, we want artists, we want creative. So those three hurdles could be the major thing that becomes a problem. And also changing the mindset of showing Kasi people that you can be from there, but you can make something of yourself. You just have to start with what you have and start now, because the time is now, man. I believe Africa's time is now.
I like that. And obviously, man, looking at the power of the mindset, right? Obviously, we know for sure is you win and lose a battle here. You not physically, but here. But obviously, man, I know for sure, even I had my fair share of experience of being born and raised in Alex. And, one thing I know for sure, man, is if you don't have a taste of the outside world, you won't really know what's out there for you, right? So obviously, if we look at how the system has been created, where it's like once you are in this thing, or in this place, it's difficult for you to even believe that you can go outside and make something out of yourselves. Now we have people like you, we have social entrepreneurs, we even have creatives who can really, make something out of themselves and then be a blessing, to others, to show them the way. We need more people like you, man. But now, how did you equip yourself to make sure that you then have the ability to equip others? What was that journey for you to even self-discover yourself and understand that I've got something? What were the steps that you also had to take for you to even make sure that you are, in the right spaces, you have the right connections to thrive as an individual?
So basically, I have a quote I live by. A vision without execution is an illusion. So everyone is allowed to dream, everyone is allowed to have a vision, but without action, nothing can happen. You will always be in the same place. So that mantra has always carried me so far. So my journey started at school, or in high school, where my grand decided to just to go out there, buy me stock, snacks, chips, and everything, and told me I'll never give you money again for school. You will just have to learn, and taught me how to sell. And then I went to school, I sold that. I was a literal tuck shop in my school, because my school, they had a policy that if you sell, you are expelled. For me, I sold for 6 years. Till today, they don't know. I had workers in the school. So I believe that's where my journey started. It slowly transitioned. And the main thing my grand taught me was financial literacy, where every money I was making there, my grand would take that money, put it in a post bank card. And that money I couldn't access it even till today. Invested in some shares, you understand? So I had to learn that value of financial literacy and standing up for myself. So I really enjoyed selling. It's then when I finished school, this thing came hard on me, where I felt this honest to say, no, man, there's a purpose I'm living for. Why do I get excited when they talk about a black person? Why do I get excited when I see a black business, especially grassroots, someone who's starting out, someone who's just slowly finding what he wants to do? I believe I can add value to that, to let him grow. And I'm excited by something that's starting. When it's grown, that's when I give it to people who are more knowledgeable than me and go and get the next best thing. So the first step was to me learning selling. The second step was me learning the lessons of financial literacy. The third step, man, was learning resilience and also being able to have that hustling spirit and that entrepreneurship hustling spirit to say, when I fall, I need to dust myself and go back again, because so many people are scared of making mistakes, but I encourage mistakes because that's where we learn, that's where we grow, that's where we're able to find our way and find our voice, and also, man, following what you love. So our journeys are different, man. I wouldn't say these are the three things you do, but there's always common traits where discipline, forming good habits, going out there and networking, building relationship, understand?
Yeah.
Some of my mentors, some of the people I look up to will say your net worth determines your net worth. So I've had to come out of my shell and say, okay, the opportunities I want are not necessarily Kwatema, but I will always raise the Kwatema flag wherever I go. So I would find myself going to Katlehong, I find myself going to Kolmo City to attend seminars of people who I look up to, organization I want to work with. So it's about you just putting your pride aside, going out there, exposing yourself to different things, exposing yourself to people who know more than you, coming so that you can come back with that knowledge, also impart it to other people, and also let it work for you. So our journeys are just curated differently. We just need to start. I believe the number one thing is to start where you are with what you have, and you'll see, man, it doesn't have to make sense each day, whether you're learning something new, reading books, researching, connecting, you understand, asking questions. As you move, things start to take its own shape, and allowing the universe, allowing God to just show you which road you need to take, and just listening to your gut instinct and listening to your intuition inside, man.
Hey man, Nzwani, that was amazing, man. I think it's really refreshing that you began to find yourself first, right? And I think one thing I like about you, man, is maximizing opportunity. Find yourself in spaces that you necessarily wouldn't find themselves there, but you are there growing and expanding, the community, which is beautiful, man. I wish you all the best of luck, and thank you so much for being part of this journey with the Sodomins Festival. I know for sure it's not your first time. You've done this last year, and last year obviously was a physical event. We got to see you in the space, crazy energy, amazing. But bro, keep pushing, and all the best with your business. Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother, for the opportunity. And I would like to say thank you to the Startup Business Campus. Thank you to yourself and the team. I know the hard work that goes into that. And I know you're always pushing individually and business. So may God bless you with more resources. May God open more doors, man. We need such platform nationwide, worldwide, so that the impact can be created. Because I believe Africa is the future. And if we don't start now, man, we might miss this path. So thank you so much to everyone, Mr. Lucky, yourself, Agnes, and everyone, for always believing, for always pushing, man. May God bless you and elevate you higher.
Amen. We receive, man. Kusinati is speaking good. Brother, man, have an amazing one, yeah?
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, peace, man. I'm not sure if we have... All right, cool. So that is it for now. I'm not sure. I know for sure that we might have another individual who will be joining us, giving us a showcasing. But before we do that, let's take a quick, short break. If not, I'll come back and I'll close the session, man. Sure thing. All right, man. This is the Startup Business Festival, making entrepreneurship fashionable and attainable. And I'd like to thank Kunda Mtonga and as well as Nkosinati Zwane for gracing us with their presence on this platform and showcasing the power of their businesses. Zoning in this week is Entrepreneurship for Creative Expression. And on behalf of the Startup Business Festival team, I'm Mr. Lucky Ditero, the convener for the Startup Business Festival, Kundile Mtembe, the Chief of Staff, Agnes Inyati, Samsung Nkosi, Faith Caesar Lukelo Tepo. Look at my job and myself, Karab Muhore. We love you so much. And we'll see you this afternoon at 3 p.m. as we continue to build up for the hackathon that is happening this Friday till Sunday, the 1st to the 3rd of December, man. It's about to be crazy. I'm even wearing the gear, man. All right, man. Have an amazing one. We love you so much and peace. See you at 3 o'clock. Ciao.
Thank you.